My name is Montse Ferrer. Today, I'm here to tell you we need you. Amnesty International documents the most urgent human rights violations around the world, and that's possible thanks to your support. We need you to help us fight against the scamming compound crisis in Cambodia. Amnesty International published a report at the end of June. A few weeks later, the Cambodian government started its largest crackdown since the beginning of this crisis. The question is, will this be sufficient? Amnesty International continues to document and report on how the situation is unfolding on the ground. How do people usually get trapped in these compounds? There's a common misconception, especially in South Korea, that they are criminals who went willingly. The people that Amnesty spoke to, they did not willingly go to a scam compound. They were trafficked. In all cases except one individual, they went thinking they were going to either a different country or Cambodia. They believed they were going to work for legitimate businesses in legitimate work. All of the survivors we spoke to shared one thing in common. They were looking for better jobs. Just last week, I spoke to a survivor who was a certified nurse in their country. They couldn't find a job as a nurse. A close friend of them told them, "Come to Cambodia and you'll be able to be a nurse and save lives." They didn't think twice about it. They traveled to Cambodia, and unfortunately, on arrival, they were trafficked and confined to a compound for many months where they were forced to scam. If I had to name the top 3 reasons for why the scamming compound crisis has gotten to where it is right now, I would say, first, profit. 2, corruption. There is no doubt the Cambodian state has been aware of the scamming compound crisis, and they have allowed it to flourish. And 3, the failure of effective multilateral efforts. We need ASEAN and other states around the world to come together jointly to tell Cambodia this must end. Let's not forget that very dangerous and violent organized crime is behind the scamming compound crisis. And that organized crime can pose serious risks to both those who are part of the crisis, who are suffering the human rights violations, but also those like Amnesty and many journalists who've been covering this crisis. So what can you do? Although crises like these feel overwhelming or too distant for you to have any impact, that is far from the truth. You are part of the solution. First, speak to people, speak to your friends and family. There is so much misinformation out there about what's actually happening, with a lot of survivors being stigmatized when they return to their home countries. 2, write to your governments. Demand that South Korea do more, and that when it do so, making sure it respects human rights. And 3, donate to Amnesty International. We will continue to document this crisis as it unfolds, and when it is secure to do so, we will share the voices of those survivors who have suffered the unimaginable.